Have you ever seen your cat suddenly freeze, stare into an empty corner, and act like something is there? No sound. No movement. Nothing you can see. But your cat sees it. Or hears it. Or senses it. For centuries, people have believed cats are mystical animals, protectors, omens, little guardians between our world and something stranger. But what if the truth is even more interesting? What if cats do not have magic powers, but senses so powerful, they might as well be magic? Cats have always had a strange reputation. Ancient cultures worshipped them. Sailors believed they could predict weather. Some people still say cats can sense ghosts, illness, danger, or bad energy. And if you live with one, you have probably had at least one moment where your cat did something that made you stop and think, how did you know that? So today, we are looking at the strange abilities that make cats seem almost supernatural. Some are science. Some are mystery. And some are still not fully explained. The first power cats have is their vision. Cats are built for twilight, that strange time between day and night when humans start to lose detail, but predators come alive. Their eyes are designed to pull in available light far better than ours. That reflective glow you see when light hits their eyes is part of the reason they can move so confidently in darkness. But here is where it gets even stranger. Some research suggests cats may be able to see parts of the light spectrum that humans cannot, including ultraviolet light. That means your cat may be noticing patterns, reflections, or tiny movements that are completely invisible to you. So when your cat stares at a wall, a doorway, or a dark hallway, it may not be seeing a ghost. It may simply be seeing a version of the world your eyes were never designed to detect. Still, that does not make it any less creepy. If their eyes are impressive, their ears are even more mysterious. Cats can hear much higher frequencies than humans. Tiny squeaks, electrical sounds, insects in the wall, distant movement, things we would never notice can be loud and clear to them. That sudden head turn? That intense stare at the ceiling? That moment when your cat bolts from the room for no obvious reason? To us, it looks random. To them, it might be a sound map of the entire house. A cat's ears can rotate almost like little satellite dishes, scanning the environment for signals. So when your cat reacts to nothing, there may be something there. Not paranormal. Not magical. Just completely outside the range of your human hearing. Which, honestly, is almost just as unsettling. Now look at your cat's whiskers. They may seem cute, but they are not decoration. They are precision sensors. A cat's whiskers can detect tiny changes in air movement, nearby objects, and tight spaces. They help cats move through darkness, judge distance, and sense what is around them without needing to touch it directly. This is one reason cats can slip through narrow gaps, land with precision, and move through a room at night without crashing into everything like we would. In a way, whiskers give cats a kind of short-range radar. So when your cat pauses at a doorway, leans forward, and seems to feel the space before entering, that is not imagination. Your cat is reading the room. Literally. One of the most mysterious things about cats is how they sometimes seem to know when something is wrong. Many cat owners have stories like this. Their cat appears when they are sad. Sleeps beside them when they are ill. Acts strangely before a storm. Hides before visitors arrive. Or becomes alert before something happens in the house. Now, cats probably are not reading minds. But they are incredibly sensitive to small changes. Your posture. Your breathing. Your routine. Your voice. The smell of your body. The energy of the room. Cats are quiet observers. They spend huge amounts of time watching, listening, and learning patterns. So when something changes, they may notice before anyone else does. That can feel like intuition. And maybe, in a way, it is. Not supernatural intuition. Animal intuition. The kind that comes from living close to the ground, listening constantly, and noticing every tiny detail humans ignore. If your cat has ever stared at an empty corner like something was there, tell me in the comments, because this is where things get strange. Then there is the purr. A cat's purr is one of the most comforting sounds in the world. But it is also one of the strangest. Cats purr when they are happy, but also sometimes when they are stressed, injured, or unwell. That has led to a fascinating idea: maybe purring is not just communication. Maybe it helps cats calm themselves. Some studies have explored the frequency range of feline purring and whether those vibrations could have effects on healing, bone strength, or pain relief. Now, we should be careful. Your cat's purr is not a magic medical device. But the idea that cats use vibration to self-soothe is genuinely fascinating. And if you have ever had a cat curl up on your chest, purring like a tiny engine, you already know it can change the whole feeling of a room. Maybe that is not magic. But it definitely feels like a spell. Now we have to talk about the creepiest cat behavior of all. The empty corner stare. Every cat owner knows it. Your cat suddenly looks past you. Their eyes widen. Their ears lock onto something. They stare at a blank wall, a dark hallway, or the space just over your shoulder. And for one uncomfortable second, you do not want to turn around. So what is happening? Most likely, your cat has noticed something tiny. A sound in the wall. Dust moving in a beam of light. A small insect. A reflection. A smell. A vibration. A shadow you did not catch. Cats live in a world layered with signals we miss. To them, your quiet living room may not be quiet at all. It may be full of movement, scent, warmth, and sound. So no, your cat probably is not seeing a ghost. Probably. But the reason it feels supernatural is because your cat's reality is richer than yours. They are not staring at nothing. They are staring at something you cannot access. So, do cats have special powers? Maybe not in the way legends describe. They probably cannot see the future. They probably are not guarding portals. They probably are not secretly communicating with spirits in your hallway. But cats do have something close to a sixth sense. They see differently. Hear differently. Move differently. Feel vibrations differently. Read body language differently. And notice changes long before we do. To a human, that can look like magic. But maybe cats remind us that the world is much stranger than what our own senses can detect. Your cat is not just sleeping on the sofa. It is listening. Watching. Sensing. Waiting. And maybe, just maybe, it knows something you do not. If your cat has ever stared at an empty corner, reacted to something invisible, or done something that felt impossible, tell me in the comments. And if you want more strange, funny, and mysterious animal stories, subscribe, because cats are only the beginning.